that out. You get 50x. 50 times 4 is going to be 200. We have two terms again. I like to put solid right there. Here's the first term. Here's the second term. They're going to have a common factor of x plus 4 to both of them. So let's work it out. We're going to factor out x plus 4 to the first term. You end up with negative 2x squared. And then plus 50 equals 0. At this stage right here, you can also factor out something else too, because there's a common factor of 2 and 2 here. So let's redo this one. X plus 4, write the plus 4. Just rewrite it. We're going to factor out a negative 2 here. And you end up with x squared minus 25 equals 0. Notice if I distribute this out, I get negative 2x squared. Distribute a negative 25, I get plus 50 equals 0. Now, we notice that this is the difference of two squares again. I'm going to put the minus 2 in the front. Doesn't really matter. A times B is B times A. X plus 4. This is the difference of two squares again. You're going to see a lot of difference of two squares, so make sure you get those down. X plus 5, x minus 5 equals 0. We're going to zip it out. Zero product property. Zero product property. We said x plus 4 equals to 0. X equals negative 4. X equals negative 5. Or x equals positive 5. I have a little bit of time, so I'm actually going to do example number 16 on a different piece of paper. So let's rewrite the problem out. Example 16. So you have 9x cubed minus 18x squared minus 4x plus 8 equals 0. Excuse me. We're going to factor by grouping again. Same process every single time, so it's like a cookie cutter style. We're going to take the first two factors here, second two terms here. I'm sorry, factors, not terms. Terms, not factors. The first factors, you can factor out a 9 as well as an x squared. So 9x squared is common to this term, first term, and the second term. And the x squared is common here and here. Since we factor out 9x squared, you're left with just x minus, since you factor out a 9, 18, you end up with a 2. You're going to factor out minus 4 on the second term. 4 is the only thing that's common. It's going to be x. And notice it's going to be minus right here, because a minus becomes a plus. So don't forget to, if you're not sure, you are going to distribute, and it should help you. Minus 2 equals 0. Kind of get used to it after you factor, distribute, going back and forth. Okay. Notice here there are two terms now. What's common? I'm going to highlight it for you again. X minus 2 and then x minus 2. So those are the two common factors. X minus 2. You end up with 9x squared minus 4 equals 0. Notice I put brackets, parentheses, means the same thing. At this stage, do you notice that this is the difference of two squares as well? If you don't, it takes a little bit of practice. This is a perfect square. This is also a perfect square. This becomes 3x plus 2. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. Plus 2 times negative 2 is minus 4. So, and what's the conjugate? 3x minus 2 equals 0. Let's pull this out just to make sure. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. There it is. O, outer. Minus 6x, inner, plus 6x. Notice that the outer and the inners cancel. That's the beauty of conjugates. Okay? And then plus 2 times negative 2 is minus 4. Now we zip it out, take the zero product property, x minus 2 equals 0, 3x plus 2 equals 0, 3x minus 2 equals 0. Solving for x, you get x equals 2. Solving for x here, move the 2 over, minus 2 divided by 3. Negative 2/3. Add the 2 over, divided by 3. It's going to be positive 2/3. So those are your 3 solutions. I had a little bit of extra time, so I want to do those problems for you. Good luck on your homework, and hopefully you'll learn to factor by grouping. I think you should have learned it last year, maybe in Algebra 2. Depends on the school, depends on the curriculum. Thanks.